I'm now going to show you how to make the crank arm for Module 6. I'm going to go into Inventor, open a part file, if I look at this crank arm, I see that the top face is a rectangle that's then extruded. So I'm going to make a 5.125 by 0.625 rectangle by starting a 2D sketch, clicking on a plane, and clicking rectangle. The dimensions were 5.125. Then I'm going to hit Tab, and then the width was 0.625, and hit Enter. Okay. If I scroll in and out to zoom, I can see that I now have a 5.125 by 0.625 rectangle. I'm going to finish the sketch. In order to make it 3D, I need to figure out how much to extrude. The thickness on this is a 0.25. So I'm going to hit Extrude and go 0.25. Now I need to figure out how to get these points on here. This first one is 0.375 down and 0.3125 over. So I go Start Sketch, click on the face, and I'm going to put a point right here. Then I can dimension it from the point to the edge is 0.375. And from the point to the side is 0.3125. Okay. I can go ahead and do the other 2 points at the same time. This next one is 2 inches down, and the next one's 4.75. So I'm going to go with another point. If you look, that dotted line is showing you that it's going to line up, that's in the center already. So I won't have to measure that 0.3125 again. So now if I put that point, I'm going to mention from there to the bottom. I need that to be 2. Okay. And then if I do my last point, again I'm going to make sure it gets centered up, and it needs to be at a distance of 4.75. Oh. Whoops, I accidentally put too many points. I'm going to undo to get rid of that last one. And the dimension from that point to the end. And that should be 4.75. Okay, so now I have my 3 points. I'm going to go ahead and click Finish Sketch. This arrow is describing this hole in the middle. Its dimension is, it has a diameter of 0.1875. And it says it's all the way through. This times 2 means that this hole and this hole are both the same. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to right click and do hole. I want this one, and then I'm going to choose my second point because they're both the same. And it said that the diameter on those was 0.1875, and that it said they go all the way through. I'm going to hit OK. Okay, so it made my first 2 points for me. If you notice, my last point that I had drawn earlier is not there anymore. To get that point back, I hit the plus sign by hole 1, right click on my sketch 2, and check visibility. Oh, I can see it again. Okay. This last hole says it's a 1224 UNC all the way through, so that means it goes all the way through. This 1224 UNC means it's threaded, so we need to figure out what kind of thread it's going to need. Okay. So I'm going to right click on that point, choose hole. I need to choose threaded, which is this picture right here that kind of looks like thread. And then if I look, right now it's 10-24 and I need it to be 12-24. So here where this one says number 10, I'm going to drop down to this one that says number 12. And look, now it's 1224 UNC. And I want it to go all the way through. Okay. And now that hole's threaded, the other 2 aren't. If I want to get rid of these points and dimensions, I come back under hole 1, you see where my sketch 2 is, I right click and uncheck visibility. Now I'm ready to go File, Save As. This is my crank arm, and I want to save it on my flash drive. So I drop down and then my flash drive will be here under my computer normally as removable disk.